हाँ जी, देखिए यहाँ पे ना पहले ऑल द बेस्ट से कहानी शुरू चल रही होती है। अक्सर यहाँ पे जब मुकाबले शुरू होते हैं तो खिलाड़ी एक दूसरे को ऑल द बेस्ट करते हैं, कोचेस एक दूसरे को ऑल द बेस्ट करते हैं। यहाँ पे क्योंकि हमारी जो टीम है फुटपॉड की, एक बारी फिर से यहाँ पे मिल चुके हैं आफ्टर 2 नाइट्स ऑफ सम नाइस चैंपियंस लीग एक्शन। बार्सिलोना ऑफ कोर्स विद दैट हाई लाइन जो हुआ 3-3 से, वो मुकाबला रहा क्लब ब्रूज के साथ। मैनचेस्टर सिटी अर्लिंग हालैंड जो कर रहे हैं, पर हमारा जो फोकस है इज गोइंग टू बी द नाइट बिफोर दैट सॉ लिवरपूल win versus Real Madrid. The night before that saw Bayern Munich go to Paris and of course win 1-0 versus European champions Paris Saint-Germain. Thank you so much for joining us on Football. जहाँ मेरा नाम है अर्जुन पंडित, मेरे साथ to my right and to my left two of India's finest coaches and footballing minds, Floyd Pinto, Richard Hood. Floyd आजकल भाई स्टैंड में बड़ा जा रहे हैं, क्या बात है, एनर्जी खा रहे हैं, केरला में वहाँ पे बैठे हैं. It's looking lovely, Floyd. We spoke about it last time. But we're going to start straight away, Floyd, with your team. And before you think, जो अगर हमारा कोई शो फॉलो कर रहा है, ये लिवरपूल स्पेसिफिक पॉडकास्ट है नहीं, पर क्योंकि लिवरपूल ने 10,000 मिलियन पाउंड खर्चे, और 10,000 मिलियन पाउंड खर्चने के बाद उन्होंने, क्योंकि जो गाड़ी उनकी शताब्दी भी नहीं बनी है, एंड देन उसके बाद शताब्दी बन रही है, इसलिए चर्चा में ज्यादातर लिवरपूल है और इसलिए लिवरपूल के बारे में बातचीत कर रहे हैं. फ्लॉयड इन पर्टिकुलर नॉट सो मच रियल मैड्रिड. 1-0 रियल मैड्रिड, उससे पहले एस्टन विला भी था, वहां पे भी एक क्लीन शीट था. एज अ लिवरपूल सपोर्टर, एज समवन हु फॉलोज द टीम रियली वेल, जो आपने हराया रियल मैड्रिड को, ऑफ कोर्स इट्स अ स्पेशल ओकेजन, but the fact that you pulled off 2 clean sheets in 2 games for a team that was not being able to stop conceding goals, is that the biggest win for you, sir?
100%, yeah, because the performance matters more, and more importantly, it's the way that Slot looks like the game. So for me, it's back to the old Arne Slot philosophy, team shape, style of play, until we met kind of PSG in the Champions League, and we
Is
won
that
the Premier League last.
Sabozla is the main tick for you because usko
The
beech
team
mein le
shape,
aaye
the
ho aap.
the 4-3-3 team shape, like we discussed in the last pod as well. Go back to basics, which is a stable back four, and that midfield three of Soboslai, McAllister, and Gravenberg, and then the front three is who you choose. It doesn't depend on the players that he chooses. It's the team shape that needs to be like that, because the philosophy of the club and everybody in that team knows exactly how to play that way. The moment Florian Wirtz came in, we changed to a number 10 position. We played around Florian Wirtz, and then the pressing was all over the place. Transition was all over the place. There were a lot of open spaces where players usually were. So that was the major factor. And so I'm glad that he's gone back to basics. He's gone back to the team. And the team that beat Aston Villa was basically, except for Hugo Ekitike and the goalkeeper, last season's team. You know, that played in that and that won the Premier League title. So I'm happy with that. The only thing now is we need to get that team consistently week in, week out. So avoid injuries. Rotation of players is not a problem. You played Gakpo against Aston Villa. You play Florian Wirtz against Real Madrid. So there will be changes in and out. As long as the shape remains the same, I'm happy. Curtis Jones is fit. He's a major big player for us because he can play in all three midfield positions. So as long as we keep these players fit, the team shape, I think we are ready for that, because we have a certain standard of the way we play. We are not a team that's going to sit back and hit on the counter. We want to press. We want to dominate games. We want to outscore the opposition and keep clean sheets. So it's not going to happen every time, but the way we play, the last 2 games is the Liverpool of old, and I'm happy with that.
I think Richard, जो बात ये हो रही है कि मतलब शेप तो चलो ठीक है, और शेप वो लगा, वो शेप they seemed comfortable. Everyone seemed to know what they had to do, कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, with ball, without ball. But more interestingly was एक intensity दिखी सर. एक जो इंटेंसिटी आप ओवर द लास्ट 4-5 इयर्स जो आप लिवरपूल के साथ आप कनेक्ट करते हो, कि जब आप लिवरपूल को घर पे स्पेशली खेलते हुए देखते हो, द 12th मैन वो चढ़े रहते हैं, उनके ऊपर आवाज चल रही होती है, एंड यू गाइस नो बेटर देन मी कि जो 11 फील्ड पे खेल रहे हैं उससे 12th मैन पे इम्पैक्ट होगा, वो कितना चिल्लाएगा, कितना क्या करेगा. तो एक इंटेंसिटी, एक कोहेसिवनेस दिखी इन दैट गेम वर्सेस रियल मैड्रिड.
एंड फ्लॉयड ने जो बताया, इट वाज द परफॉर्मेंस दैट रियली टुक योर अटेंशन, राइट? मतलब जो कंसिस्टेंसी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, विद द इंटेंसिटी दैट यू प्ले, जो टेम्पो आप इंपोज कर रहे हो ओपोनेंट पर, वो लगातार दिखते गया. मतलब जो कंफ्यूजन था पहले, इंटेंसिटी था, बट इंटेंसिटी विद सेंस ऑफ कोहेजन, विद अ सेंस ऑफ टुगेदरनेस. आई मीन फ्लॉयड जस्ट लेड आउट दैट barring a couple of players, the 11 was consistent with what happened last season. तो अगर आप वो लेके आ जाओगे और वो इंटेंट क्लियर है, मतलब आई थिंक स्लॉट का भी जो पोस्ट गेम कमेंट्स जो सुना था about either you press high or you fall in a low block quickly enough.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you have two guys like Mbappe and Vinicius Junior जो line को manipulate कर सकते हैं, the break-ins behind and enough and more players to find them. मतलब ये अगर Real Madrid का भी हम लोग ने पिछली बार जो बात किया था the El Clasico game, it's just that the ability of these guys to find the feet of these quick players who are technically good, and then obviously जो इम्पैक्ट जो लेके आते हैं रियल मैड्रिड के प्लेयर्स, नॉट अ स्मॉल टीम राइट. अगर गेम का भी अगर बिल्डअप सुनोगे, दिस इज लाइक द अमंग्स द मोस्ट प्रेस्टिजियस टीम इन यूरोपियन फुटबॉल हिस्ट्री टेकिंग टू द फील्ड. तो द 12th मैन का फैक्टर जो आता है, द प्रेशर इन टर्म्स ऑफ द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द गेम, रियल मैड्रिड हैड अ पॉइंट टू प्रूव आफ्टर लूजिंग लास्ट सीजन. ऑल ऑफ दीस थिंग्स बिल्ड अप समवेयर और द अदर. एंड परफॉर्मेंस का बात करेंगे, स्टैट्स देख लो, फिर कई बार ये बोलते हैं कि स्टैट्स को जाके फिर गेम देखेंगे, मतलब दोस्त 12-14 शॉट्स ऑन टारगेट, मतलब दी अमाउंट कोर्तुआ ने भी जितना बचा के रखा रियल मैड्रिड को, इट कुड हैव गॉन कंप्लीटली द अदर वे. आई मीन 1-0 तो एक चीज है, इट्स अ लो स्कोरिंग गेम ईदर व्हिच वे, बट इट्स जस्ट द परफॉर्मेंस दैट रियली टुक यू टू टेक टू द अगेन. आप हिस्ट्री का बात कर रहे हो, लाइक आई बिकेम नॉट अ फैन, बट मतलब यर्गन क्लॉप आने के बाद वो टीम में थोड़ी जान आ गई, लाइक इन टर्म्स ऑफ just the identity and things like that. And then doubts over Slot. अभी 2 हफ्ते तो हम लोग ने फ्लड को भी बचा के रखा था कि let's not target him, ज्यादा लिवरपूल का बात नहीं करेंगे. 1-2 हफ्ता it's becoming too लिवरपूल centric, तो मतलब आग में केरोसिन मत फेंको, ये बहुत बार बात किया था हमने. But it's just that you're seeing intensity. I mean, I don't think that dropped off, but now you're getting a sense of cohesion, the team looking like a team and then playing with that intent. That's great to see.
But you don't sir, क्योंकि इतिहास गवाह है, कोच टीम को लेकर आपने अभी बात बोली कि who you play doesn't matter. I kind of understand that, क्योंकि वो शिफ्ट आ रहा है इन मॉडर्न फुटबॉल. कितने आप खिलाड़ी इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो, क्योंकि आप मैचेस भी इतना खेल रहे हो, तो जो बड़ा खिलाड़ी है वो भी थोड़ा आदी है कि वो बेंच पे बैठेगा, उसका एक मैच में बिटपाट होगा, एक मैच में वो 90 मिनट खेलेगा. बट जनरल बेसिक कंसेंसस सेज इफ यू फाउंड अ गुड रिदम, if you found an 11, continue with them. Do not break that pattern. Keep it going, keep the feel good factor going. And then say if a change is needed, make a change unless you are forced to make one.
Yeah, but all big teams in Europe, they don't change their style of play for the opposition. And I'm talking about the elite teams in Europe. You will not have Real Madrid go to away game and sit back deep and defend all you want. I think they did that only once against Manchester City, against the Pep side. Otherwise, they were pressing high up and doing that. So Liverpool's style of play has changed. And I agree with Richard. As soon as Jurgen Klopp came in, he instilled that mentality and he instilled that high intensity football that we are going to come at you right from the first go. And it's not just home; it's away from home as well. So and when Arne Slot came in, he changed it in a way that the intensity was a bit regulated. It wasn't go at every point of time. There was a point of time where you had to relax, keep the ball a bit. That's your recovery time.
Yeah.
And we are back to that, controlling games of football. And that's what he said after both the interviews, is that what we did well was control the transitions of Real Madrid. We didn't allow the ball to go into Vinicius and Mbappe. We controlled that first. Even with respect to Aston Villa, we didn't let the ball go to Ollie Watkins and the forward line. So we cut that line out first. And as soon as we got the ball back, we kept it. We slowed the game down. We got back into our shape. And then the quality takes over, because these players are a high level when it comes to intensity, when it comes to on the ball. And the more we get games like this, the confidence will come back. And then we can get the likes of, the Kirkesh in. We can get Florian Wirtz playing. Isak, when he gets fit, will blend in really well and show his true colors. Because when the team's all over the place, you're not able to settle down, and this is a good example for Slot as well, that we shouldn't change the way we are playing for another player, irrespective of how much money he comes in for.
So you're saying a Gakpo comes in, a Isak comes in, a Kirkes comes in, a Frimpong comes in, it doesn't impact rhythm and whatever you sort of generate. I know it's only been 2 games, so it's early stages, but you're saying it won't impact it as much?
It won't impact, because they will know exactly what to do in that system. Personnel can change, but the system should not change. If we don't go with the day we don't go in with 3 midfielders, that is 3 out of the 4, which is Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, and Jones. That is a change of system completely. So that could either be maybe a smaller team in the Premier League where we can afford to do that and give someone a rest. But in big games, it's going to be the system that we played against Aston Villa and Real Madrid, which requires 3 of those 4 to play, and then the other players follow around them.
But because he said this about personnel, I'll just push you on this, Richard. I was talking to Floyd before हमने ये recording शुरू करी, and for me the biggest win in that game versus Real Madrid, for Liverpool's perspective, was the right back full back, which was Robertson and Bradley, and just the way they were playing, and not just because Bradley ने Vinicius Junior को चुप करा दिया. It was just the way that they were going up, but going up in a way knowing that they can come back and they're not exposing people at the back. जी पहले आप 7-8 गेम अगर आप देखो तो एक्सपोज हो रहे थे वो पीछे, क्योंकि सब जी वो हाथ ऊपर करके हैप्पी दिवाली करके निकल रहे थे वहां पे. सो यू सपोज दैट एटलीस्ट चलो ठीक है, अगर आप पर्सनल चेंज करो कि आपके पास आप मुकाबले इतने खेल रहे हो, आपके पास ऑप्शंस इतने हैं, सो इट्स फाइन, यू गेट यूज्ड टू इट. But at least from a coach's point of view, that the back four now is sacrosanct. So if Kerkez, you've got your opportunity, but someone else has come in and has made that place his. If Frimpong, you've got your opportunity, but of course Robertson has come back and shown you what he can give you. That persist with that back four and do not tinker with that back four at least now.
नहीं, अभी ये भी लग रहा है कि that 450 million spend जो किया था उसको यूज करना is no longer a distraction, क्योंकि ब्रैडली के साथ भी especially in this games Salah was giving the width that Liverpool was looking for. So if you look at Robertson on the opposite side, he was the one providing the width, और Wirtz अंदर चले जा रहा था and things like that. So it was the fullback and forward, wide forward that were giving the width. I mean, it wasn't like for like कि दोनों fullbacks ऊपर चढ़ेंगे or they play in the half spaces and things. So I think there was clear instruction in terms of what each player has to do. और ये बोलोगे what's your ideal 11, it also works in let's say synchronous. I mean, it has to be in sync with all your other teammates as well. तो अगर Salah वो दे रहा है, and Salah, the ball is secure. I mean, the ball at his feet, he can speed up the tempo by taking on players.
Yeah.
अंदर घुस सकता है, combination play, all of that. You have a lot of options with Salah, which reduces the stress on Bradley to be that sort of an output or option out wide. और जो रॉबर्टसन and Robertson's track record is clear from years now. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि अभी इसने जो ये गेम में जो प्रोड्यूस किया वो पहले कभी नहीं किया था. I mean, this is pretty much telling him that do what you've always done. And that level of comfort, all the teammates knowing what they're doing. और मैकालिस्टर का भी मतलब शुरू में आई थिंक इन फर्स्ट फ्यू एपिसोड्स फ्लॉयड ने उसको बेस्ट 11 में डाला नहीं था, और मेरा पूरा अर्जेंटीना टीम का कंसर्न है कि कौन किधर कितना खेल रहा है. तो हिम कमिंग अप एंड डिलीवरिंग द गुड्स, दैट रियली gives a lot of encouragement for 2026 World Cup. But I'm just saying that working with your best 11 like you mentioned earlier and just tweaking it a bit. अभी अगर ये template बन गया है, इसके आगे the system remains the same. Each player what exactly they're trying to do in relation to each other. मतलब if you take it across the lines or between each unit, मतलब defense के बीच में या right wing या left wing के बीच में क्या क्या होना है depending on where the ball is. That cohesion was seen very clearly in this particular game. और Aston Villa के game के साथ भी अगर
as a thumb rule, I'm just saying as a thumb rule, defense को मत छुओ. I'm just saying कि defense अगर चल रहा है, goalkeeper defense चल रहा है, मत छुओ. आगे आपको करना है, आप करिए.
नहीं भाई, मतलब the reason why they brought in reinforcements also was with a particular intent. I'm guessing that the fact that they had signed new fullbacks or particular midfielders was to impose more control on the game. Players who provide that option, more comfort on the ball and things like that. लेकिन back four बदलना, game to game बदलना वो ज़्यादा issue नहीं है. As in, I think as long as they do if the system is clear and if the players are capable of pulling it off, then you can work in with all of these changes, rotations या जो भी बोल रहे हैं. मतलब you save your best players for the more difficult games, and then you have these rotations that the players who are on the fringes have a chance to prove themselves. तो वो intra-squad competition भी बन जाता है इसके साथ. But that only works if the system is clear. और अभी लग रहा है कि system is slowly settling in, and all these tweaks and changes and tinkering and all that can happen now. अगर ये 11 set है, back 4 set है, इसके बाद he's not going to change both fullbacks for sure. मतलब I think couple of weeks back, I think सब लोग ने center back कहीं ना कहीं तो खेल लिया था लिवरपूल के लिए. I think back four में जितना changes देखा था and what we are seeing across the last 2 games, now it will be a question of tinkering. I think the system is clear. Now it's a question of finding the best players possible to make the system work according to whatever plans they have and what opposition they're facing.
But Floyd, you get my point, right? In the sense, I get where you guys are coming from. That you guys are saying system sacrosanct. Make sure you drill the system to the 18-20 in training, and then of course the 11 that are chosen, the 14 that play, whatever it might be, everyone is very clear in the mind. It's not like कि Sabozlai right full back खेल ले मेरे भाई जाके आज के लिए क्योंकि बंदे नहीं है, चलो वो, if you're forced to do it then you can understand, but if you have reinforcements in that position, don't put a Sabozlai to play a right full back. But my point is that if you're like, where have we seen this in the past? That you're shifting and churning so many players. I'm just saying historically, shifting and churning so many players, where they might know the system, but theoretically, we always say that if you come down to 11, you've come down to 12, you found that system, and if your hand is not being forced because of something outside of your nature or your powers, then don't tinker with it. Then you're sort of setting up a recipe for disaster again.
Yeah, so 3 things that I'd like to add from what Richard mentioned. One is Connor Bradley and Robertson. In the big teams, the teams that compete for championships, you have to be able to defend 1v1, win your 1v1 duels. For most of the game that we played against Real Madrid, or when we play any team, we rely on our 1v1 ability, whether it is attacking or defending. Now, say for example, Kirkes is playing for Bournemouth. So Bournemouth, usually you would have 10 men behind the ball, defending. You'll have 2-3 players around you to cover up for you when you don't have possession. It's not like that at Liverpool. Similarly for Frimpong. Frimpong was playing in Bayern Leverkusen, where they were a very well-organized unit. And when they went ahead, there was a possibly back 3 covering up for him. Every time he went ahead to score all those goals and assists. So when you come to a team like Liverpool or a big team that's challenging for trophies, you need to be able to defend your 1v1 duels. You need to be good in your 1v1 attacks. And every player needs that time to adjust. Connor Bradley has been there, done that. He's not had the best of starts to the season due to injuries, but he knows exactly what's required of him in that right back position. Kirkes is still learning, And then the second part, when the system is set, why Salah was playing so well is because the 3 midfielders that are playing, Szoboszlai plays closer to Salah's side and Bradley. So there's a combination between Bradley, Szoboszlai and Salah, which is in sync, which was there last season as well, and Trent. So that's come back again, because whenever Szoboszlai receives the ball or whenever Bradley makes a run, he makes it for Salah. Szoboszlai plays the pass for Salah. And on the other side, you have Gakpo and Robertson, who had a very good combination last season. Fantastic combination, and Luis Diaz. And then you had McAllister coming in and filling in the gaps for them. McAllister scored goals from the left-hand side. So that shape is not just a shape, it's 2 halves that are combining well with each other and in sync, making overlapping runs, making underlapping runs, making unselfish runs to create space for each other. And then you have the Ryan Gravenberch, who's in the middle, who covers up everything. And then you have your 2 1v1 guys at Van Dijk and Konate at the back. So that system was decided that it's going to be changed at the start of the season because we signed Florian Wirtz. And the whole pitch to Florian Wirtz was, we are going to play you as the number 10 for Liverpool. That was the whole pitch to Florian Wirtz. That you are our number 10, we are going to build the team around you. And that's why I said it's Wirtz, and then behind him it's Szoboszlai, Gravenberch or McAllister or Curtis Jones. From the 4, 2 can play. But clearly that hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. But I was unhappy that he persisted for too many games, too many games after the other, thinking that it's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work.
You can't blame him now, Floyd. I mean, it's still
no. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him. I am too small a person to blame someone like an Arne Slot.
Blame in the sense of maybe the use of word is not correct. Maybe I'm saying it's you can understand.
I was frustrated as a coach and a fan. That, come on, it's taking too long. Why can't you change? Because my views are based on what I know of Arne Slot last season. He was not a person to tinker so much. So thankfully, common sense has prevailed, and they finally decided, this is the way we are going to play. And I'm so happy. And I was even more happier during that week when the cup game was there. I actually stayed awake at night to watch the cup game, saw the lineup, switched the TV, went off to sleep. And I knew, okay, this weekend, this weekend we are going to kill it. So I was just hoping that we play the shape that we are supposed to play, and we did it against Aston Villa, and we dominated them. So we are back for sure.
Fair point. Okay, fair point. You touched upon Salah there, and the way you and Richard have spoken about him. So clearly, you guys have liked the way Salah has played in that system. I'm going to press you guys a bit on that because I feel okay, fine. Yes, there were good moments with Salah. Richard, ठीक मैं मान रहा हूँ आपकी बात. Especially the fact जब वो ब्रैडली उसको बॉल ऊपर देता था और वो लगता है बॉडी पे आराम से takes it on his thing and letting other people then move and he has that of course ability to turn and move and whatever. But would I be right in saying जो साला का गोल थ्रेट था पिछले कुछ सीजन से, which was a very evident goal threat amongst the best in the world, not just in the league or the team, that has diminished. That has diminished from Salah's perspective individually.
पता नहीं भाई, मतलब if at all you're looking at really fine margins and somebody who comes in with that reputation कि इतने सालों से गोल मार रहा है,
क्योंकि वन ऑन वन कटिंग भी मैं देख रहा हूँ, वो हर बारी नहीं जाया उसके वन ऑन वन कटिंग.
नहीं, पर वो अवेयरनेस भी आ जाती है ना what he's capable of, so you plan for that. I mean, if at all you're preparing a team to come up against Salah each time he gets the ball, especially in the final third, the instructions get far more specific. That this is what he does. He'll drop a shoulder here. He'll look to combine. These are the sort of runs he makes. This is where he receives the ball the most. So let's just say the case study in terms of what notes the opponent fullback gets to work against Salah, those will be really specific. And the more you play, the more successful you are, the more, let's say, countermeasures you get against a player like him. Which is why other people step up. I think Slot also उसने mention किया था कि ऐसे गेम में to score off a set piece and get the result is also a big victory. मतलब जब हर दरवाजा बंद हो गया, the way the goalkeeper played as well, especially, उसके बावजूद you get the result of a set piece and over and above that performance, and Salah did well. I think if you remember that game against Atletico Madrid, वो गेम देखो भाई, मतलब उसमें तो मैंने बता दिया कि लिवरपूल हर चीज जीत जाएगा. I was agreeing with Floyd also कि 4 ट्रॉफीज तो होना ही होना. I think we had exchanged notes on the group and stuff, तो उधर ये बात आ गई थी. और अभी अर्जुन तुमने भी खुद को कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट किया. पहले बोल रहे थे कोच क्यों, अरे भाई पहले बोल रहे थे कौन इतना टिंकरिंग करता है, हर चीज यूज करना है, and then you said you can't blame the guy, you can't blame Slot for doing what he did. So at one end you're blaming him, at the other end you're saying why blame him for that. So
no, I'm saying tinkering. In what I meant by blaming was that if you've prepped for so long for some idea and you've gone after that idea, and I'm not even saying the amount of money you spent on the player, I'm saying that as a coach, your biggest asset, for me at least, is that you protect your idea and that you don't run away from your idea very quickly. For me, sir, मैं अगर किसी कोच को देखता हूँ, आप किसी कोच का चयन करते हो, तो मैं ये देखता हूँ आपने जिस कोच को चयन किया है उसकी एनालिसिस, उसकी थॉट प्रोसेस क्या है, उसका देखने का नजरिया क्या है. एंड इफ आई सी दैट कोच taking a U-turn from his analysis only because a few results have not gone that way, then I say यार ये बंदा तो सही नहीं है. So at least from that point of view, all I was saying is that at least he's sticking to his guns. He's saying I have thought of something, I'm going to give it its due time. It's not worked out, and he's shown the humility in season to say okay, it's not working out. So that's all I was saying. कि आप लोग, Richard, if you have an idea भाई, and you say you decide to play a back three, so for some reason, and you say this entire season I've prepped to play a back three. First 7 games, nothing goes your way as a back three. But if you would have tinkered in the first 2 games only and said, अब छोड़ो back three निकलो, we start.
नहीं, पर फ्लॉयड ने भी वही बताया ना, then maybe it went on for a bit too long, this whole bit of finding your ideal 11 shape, system and things. But better late than never. अभी जो दिख रहा है, so much in line with what happened last season. And like if you read about Slot's appointment also initially when he had first come in, these are the factors that they said he's going to pick up the baton from Klopp, and these are the major changes you'll see. Far more control on the ball, far more control of the tempo. It's not going to be your heavy metal football anymore, but and that result came in. अभी देखेंगे कि ठीक है 4-5 गेम्स तो इन लोग ने गवा दिया प्रीमियर लीग में और चैंपियंस लीग में इधर उधर, but what we saw over the last 180 minutes with Liverpool seems to indicate that the course correction has taken place and it's far more in line with what happened last season. Why change something if it's working, right? Matlab, if it's like a well-oiled machine and then you get the reinforcements in, and when the games will pile up, the games will start to get a lot more intense. You'll get more high-profile encounters in the Champions League especially. We'll start to see this roll out a lot more, but at least you're trying to see a lot of consistency based on last season. Matlab, wo 4-5 games बीच में भूल ही जाते हैं. I think that amongst the first teams who won the first 5 games of the season and then lost the next 5. I think that's a unique record in the Premier League. कहीं तो सुना था मैंने that no team has done this in terms of such a big high and then such a big dip, and those 5 games also didn't come off a easy win, right? मतलब
ये पर वो सीजन का
वो ठीक है.
we are just giving Mikel Arteta the head start, just to give him Arteta is at the wheel now. Let's see how he does it.
Bhai, but I'm
avoids
just
that
saying
bust.
Salah. I'm saying okay. I'm saying you would agree. Both of you would agree that Salah goal contributions, goal threat has come down. I'm not saying it's the only aspect to his game, but Floyd, if his goal threat, his goal contribution comes down, does he still warrant a week in week out starting 11 place, knowing there is an Isaac, there is an Ekitike in that lineup as well? That's all I'm asking. Because earlier
See,
was an unthinkable.
the
You
only
can't drop him.
replacement for Salah that we have is Chiesa. Chiesa was brought in to play on the right hand side as a backup for Salah. Okay, but it's clear now that Chiesa has got the central role, and then the backup for Salah now is Frimpong. So, first answer to your question, he's not going to be dropped. He's going to play every game. The only game that he's going to be dropped maybe would be the EFL Cup or maybe the FA Cup. And if you compare the goal contributions that he's had in the previous seasons, yes, 100% his form has dropped, his goal contributions has dropped, but more importantly, his performances have dropped. It's not about the. Sometimes Salah has played so well that he hasn't scored, but he has at least contributed to creating attacks. That has come back in the last two games. The intensity, the sharpness. Both the games that he played against Aston Villa and Real Madrid, he dominated their left back, which was in a while he's not done. He's not done that for quite some time. And when he's on his game, he's slick, he's quick, he plays one-touch football, he dribbles more, crosses more. He's always awkward when it comes to scoring goals. There will be an open chance, he'll miss it, but then suddenly he'll score a wonder volley or something like that. So we expect that out of him. But from the last two games, that Salah of old is back. That's what I said. The system gives you the stability. The system that is played right now, he trusts Szoboszlai is going to pass him the ball. He trusts Conor Bradley is going to make the runs. He trusts that Ekitike is going to be inside the box. Gakpo is going to go to the second post. All his crosses are directed towards only one person in the box, which is Gakpo, which is a combination of last season. So now he's in a familiar surrounding altogether in the last two games, and that gives you the stability for him to get back to where he aspires to be with terms of goal contributions. So I have no issues with Salah or doubts with Salah with respect to him starting every game. I want him to start every game because I don't think there's any other player in that position which would keep the same system that would give the same output that Salah is giving us.
Fair point. A final question in this Liverpool only podcast, which has been the bulk of all our podcasts. Richard, मेरे भाई, this has to be at least, अगर आप मेरे से पूछो, hands down, the best player in that team this entire season has been the Hungarian captain, Dominic Szoboszlai. And it's not the fact that you're a team player and आप जहाँ जा रहे हो आप खेल रहे हो, but वो सर उसकी सेंट्रल मिडफील्ड में जो कमांड है एंड जो डिसीजन मेकिंग है, जो पिन पॉइंट एक्यूरेसी है टू द वे ही ऑफ कोर्स पुट्स द बॉल एट द फीट, एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स सेट पीसेस की तो आप बात करो, ये जस्ट अ कपल ऑफ द शॉट्स दैट ही वाज टेकिंग फ्रॉम आउटसाइड द बॉक्स, ठा दो स्टेप्स मिला, मारा उसने जोर के, एक वो कोर्तुआ ने सेव भी किया. हाउ गुड इज दिस गाय रिचर्ड, एंड इट इज स्टिल वेरी अंडररेटेड when you talk about some of the best midfielders in European football right now?
I don't know about underrated because
he's not spoken about in the same way in bhai as a Frankie de Jong. He's not spoken about in the same way as a Pedri or someone. But his apparent positives are, say, what Pedri and de Jong do. He does it at a 2x speed. He's just so clear. Cut. He's very clear in his decision making and what he wants to do.
Pedri or de Jong comparison also will be a bit unfair because Barcelona plays a totally different style of play, and then Barcelona is a very midfield centric team as well. मतलब जो वो लोग midfield में करते हैं और कोई team कर भी नहीं पाएगा. So I think making those comparisons will be a bit unfair. But purely in terms of a player, like if you look at the versatility that he's given, playing across the pitch, being available, and then जितना कर पाया तो उसने किया. I don't think there was any sort of let's say issues in the background कि मैं इधर नहीं खेलूंगा, ये मेरा काम नहीं है. I think just in terms of being available and delivering, being reliable, क्योंकि बहुत कम coaches ऐसे player को हर जगह डालेंगे कि right back भी खेल लो, उधर भी चले जाओ, with some sort of certainty कि he'll do the job for you. And purely because ये जो tag रहता है best midfielder in the world या whatever that you're looking for, not spoken of in the same, that also comes with the sort of teams that you play for. मतलब Liverpool after Gerrard and stuff, मेरे को नहीं लग रहा उसके let's say the talk about their midfielders being the best in the world had come up as much as that era, and there was just one player who dominated chats in terms of best midfielder. Liverpool at that मतलब तब से if you look at the position that was spoken about, center forwards that they had secured, in terms of अभी full backs का बात कर रहे हैं तो ये भी जो last 2 years में जो era था, like in terms of just Robertson and person playing on the opposite wing, वो ज़्यादा बातचीत हो जाता है, but पता नहीं भैया, purely a luxury to have, and like you mentioned, like the पहला highlights भी देखोगे, looked like it was shooting practice for him, like just the shots coming in and the amount of command that he enjoyed in center of the pitch. I think Floyd तो कोई भी अगर पिछले Szoboszlai का तो एक ये भी आप निकाल सकते हो, like just a 1 minute clip of Floyd talking about him playing in midfield and nowhere else, मतलब just get him to play over there
with piano music at the back.
हाँ पियानो, अपना इंटरस्टेलर का म्यूजिक लगा दो. I think that will be a good reel to create. And पता चल रहा है ना भाई, अभी अगर सिस्टम में आपने बेस्ट प्लेयर्स को बेस्ट पोजीशन में डाला, you're seeing the carry on effect of it. Even the ball that he provided for McAllister's assist,
Yeah,
we're talking about putting it exactly where you wanted, the pace on the ball that was delivered. I mean, this guy is giving you like a Swiss Army knife ना, मतलब जितना options दे रहा है on dead balls, on in defensive phases and attacking phases. I mean, it's a good complete player to have, and clearly amongst the best in the world, like without a doubt.
No, the biggest compliment I can give him, he can walk into any top team midfield, either with any style of play. He'll walk into Real Madrid, he'll walk into Barcelona, he'll walk into PSG, he'll walk into Bayern Munich, he'll walk into any of these teams and hold his own. He's got 3 lungs, he's got a touch which is almost near perfect. He's tactically so aware of what's going on around him. He's a captain, not for his he's captain for Hungary, and I think he's a future captain for Liverpool. For me, he's Steven Gerrard in the making, that kind of a figure for Liverpool at the moment. Everything that we do is going through him, not just on the field, off the field as well. And when you add all these characters together, he's humble. You very rarely get that. There's not an ounce of ego or an attitude in him. He plays for the other. The reason why Salah is playing so well right now is because Szoboszlai literally is playing for him, because he knows how important Salah is to the club. That is the character. You know, and I think Jose Mourinho says that we can have captains, someone who wears the armband, but leaders are different. So he's that kind of leader that I've seen in Liverpool, that is, despite all the ups and downs and everything going on, he's been consistent. He's someone like him, someone like a Van Dijk. They're on a different level altogether.
आपका क्लिप बन गया भाई, अगर निकालना था ना बहुत Szoboszlai का, अभी जो फ्लॉयड ने मोनोलॉग दिया, बन गया आपका
बन गया. अब पियानो म्यूजिक पे लगाएंगे उसको. But guys, thank you so much for this. Of course, this was our chat on Liverpool, and who's to say कि लिवरपूल की बातें नहीं होंगी in our future episodes. We are very dependent on what happens in the weekend or during midweek as well. जो कुछ अच्छा होता है उसके हिसाब से हम लोग बातचीत करते हैं. The show's name is Footpod. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Instagram as well. Do give us a follow and a subscribe on both those platforms, because you got 2 of the best in Indian football. And the aim of the show is to not talk ऊपर की बातें, not talk कौन कहाँ जा रहा है, किस पे कितना पैसा खर्चा जा रहा है. It's more to talk it from a tactical point of view. What is changing in the game? What can you see in the game that these two people can point out and say, aha, probably I did not see that. That is the sole purpose of this show. So once again, Floyd, Richard, thank you so much for joining us on the show. In our next episode, we're going to be talking about a certain Bonson company, and Bayern Munich. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.